Namaste. For those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Alakananda Ma, Ayurvedic doctor and principal of Alandi Ayurveda Gurukula, a unique apprenticeship style Ayurveda school in Boulder, Colorado. So we have been talking about Vyayama or exercise, which is one of the final steps in our Dinacharya morning routines, which we've been discussing these last several weeks. Last week, we talked about having a good sweat workout. But if you recall, last week, there were a number of people who shouldn't try to do a sweat workout. What are we supposed to do? We, the elderly, the hardworking, and people with vata and pitta conditions in hot weather and so on. How do we get our exercise? Well, first of all, I learned something very interesting this week. The Sanskrit word vyayama is often typically translated as exercise, but maybe we would be better off translating it as physical activity, because often when we use the word exercise, a person does think of going to the gym and doing an hour's workout or more. And that's not necessarily what we mean. So physical activity is every time we're moving our muscles. Being able to exercise in the sense of affording a gym membership, having a car to drive to the gym and back, and having the time to do that is a little bit of a position of privilege. Not everyone can do that, but everyone can get physical activity. And I'm going to give 3 tips or tricks to be able to get our physical activity the easy way. The first is we can accumulate our exercise or our physical activity. You don't have to do that 1 hour or that recommended 30 minutes recommended a day all at once. Of course, especially if you're a kapha, especially if you're young, especially if you're a young man, you probably really need to get a good 1 hour workout all at once. But it can be very beneficial to accumulate exercise throughout the day. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Maybe we can fit in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 minutes of jumping jacks. We can do it. And indeed, if you have a blood sugar problem, whether or not you get that 1 hour or that half an hour all at once, you do want to add in those short bursts of physical activity throughout the day, because that's what's going to drive the sugar out of your bloodstream where it's making mischief and into your muscles. So keep that physical activity going. Walk around the block. Do jumping jacks. I just bought a skipping rope. Now I'm having a problem trying to actually remember how to work it. It's a little harder than I thought. I loved my skipping rope so much when I was a little girl. I would skip and skip and skip in the summer till I was called in for supper time. Then I wouldn't have to stop skipping. So, or bedtime, time to stop skipping now. There's all kinds of little bursts of exercise or physical activity that we can introduce throughout our day. And that way we can easily or more easily get our 30 minutes, even if we're busy. So that's one, accumulating exercise. Second one is incidental exercise. Things we do that are physical activity that we aren't necessarily classing as exercise because, again, gym, it's not going to the gym. These are things like gardening, pulling that heavy hose, watering the garden, weeding, digging. That's all using our muscles. Things like walking the dog. That is getting out, getting some fresh air, and using our muscles. So there are all kinds of opportunities to get that incidental exercise. Perhaps you have a job that is full of incidental exercise, like, say, you're a delivery person. Then you're always getting out of your vehicle and running up to the door and running back and carrying things, running up and down stairs. We don't need Stairmaster if we've got stairs. Just keep running up and down the stairs for this and that. Stairs are really, really good for us. Keep going up and down the stairs. I love my stairs because they're getting me all kinds of exercise just in the course of the day. Housework, sweeping, vacuuming, all kinds of housework that also constitute incidental exercise. Furthermore, we can build additional opportunities for incidental exercise into our day, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, like parking a little bit further away, like actually going over to someone else's office instead of just shooting them an email. Try to see all the ways you can build other, even little moments of incidental exercise into your day so you can keep that physical activity flowing. The third one is especially important for our people with post-exertional malaise, our people with ME, CFIDs, long COVID, maybe even the things I've been suggesting. What? Walking up the stairs? You think I can do that? That's going to make me feel sick. The third concept comes in for you, and it's called lifestyle exercise. There are, unless you're terribly, terribly sick and bedridden, and I know some of the long COVID people are so bedridden, so sick, they can't even brush their teeth. But for those of you that can do a little bit, lifestyle exercise is, can you fold your laundry? Maybe you can't fold all the laundry at once, but can you, throughout the course of the day, can you fold your laundry? Can you change your bed sheets? Can you cut some vegetables? Maybe sitting down, but can you do that? The little things that maybe you can manage, if you parcel them out through the day, it's still physical activity. And as long as you keep it within the limits of where you won't feel absolutely dreadful the next day, it's still good for you. So I said three things, but the bonus is we can start small and build up. Maybe not post-exertional malaise people, but the rest of us. I had one patient, her pulmonologist told her she had to exercise for 20 minutes a day. She has an exercise bike, but she could not get on it for 20 minutes a day. So I said, 2 minutes? Can you do 2 minutes? The pulmonologists laughed at us, but she did 2 minutes for a couple of weeks, 3 minutes for a couple of weeks. She slowly built it up until she was getting pretty close to those 20 minutes on her exercise bike. So little incremental gains can be very helpful. Of course, we have our gains and we have our setbacks. When we have our setbacks, we get all weak, not able to exercise again. We pick ourselves up and we start building up little by little again. I hope this was helpful. Hope I might see you in clinic. We do have some good openings at the moment because of the holidays. So you have a chance to get in without a long wait. And remember, I do offer long distance appointments on Zoom. People do come and see me from all states and even many different countries. So don't forget to click the like button and share this channel with your friends if you find it helpful. Namaste.